folks, I'm back behind the wheel. Hide your kids, hide your wife. I didn't get it to start this morning, so I've got my generator out there using it as a jump start, and it seems to be running okay now, so I'm going to go try to unhook it and actually get moving down the road. I am late to checkout, so wish me luck, folks. So far, it was a good morning, but the charging thing is getting to be a bit of a pain in the rear. Folks, I made it onto the road. I'm cruising about 45, getting ready to go into Wildwood city limits here, and then head on towards Leesburg, where I will probably try to figure out how to get over to the 27 so I can cruise on into Claremont. Now, since my battery seems to have lost all of its charge during the night, which doesn't make any sense, I'm just hoping that I can make this trip without too many stops and starts. I just want to get in there, get checked in, and plugged in, if you know what I mean. Folks, I made it. I made it to Thousand Trails Orlando, and there was foibles, but it could have definitely been worse. And now it looks like there is no line to check in, so I am going to go in and check in, and hopefully I can find a good spot up top where the internet is supposedly quite a bit better than down by the lake. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I made it. I don't have very much gas left, but I didn't put any in for the trip because I didn't expect to have to backtrack and take back roads. But folks, I am coming right up here on the welcome sign and getting ready to check in. Hopefully the rest of this goes as smooth as possible. I will see you guys in a few minutes. Folks, the hunt begins for a site. I know there's sites available, but I'm kind of trying to be in this new section because they're all paved and beautiful, and supposedly got better internet up here. But so far I've been around this loop pretty good, and the only site I've seen is annual sites, and those are reserved for specific people. There's been 3 so far that are empty, and 3 that were annual sites reserved. So I think I'm going to have to go on to the other side and still be up top, hopefully, but I think I'm going to have to stay in a little bit older section where, you know, Felicidad fits in a little better anyway. But just to try to find a site that's going to have room for me. So I'll check back in with you guys in a moment and see where we're at. All right, folks, we are up in an older section, but still not down by the lake. I did see one spot that I passed that might have been the best spot, but I just wasn't sure, and I wanted to see if I could find something back in here a little bit that's easier. None of the internet looks to be very helpful out here, so that is obviously going to be a concern of mine. And there's not a lot of spots. I thought it was gonna, oh, that internet's looking kind of good right there. Hippie thought it was gonna be quite a bit less busy right now, but it is still looking pretty darn busy in here, pretty full overall. So I am still cruising. Gotta watch out for those one-ways. And I don't really want to be right on top of a neighbor. I know that, but I don't know that I'm going to get to make the choice of not being right on top of a neighbor. So I am learning how to maneuver around signs and stuff without hitting them. That's just a learning lesson. Well, here's a spot, but I would need to be going the opposite direction to get into here. And this does not look like a bad spot, although it is definitely not flat. It is at an angle. So I have never driven up on my chocks or whatever they are called to level this out yet, and so I'm hoping to find something not only with some internet, but that I don't have to get too creative with the parking. And so still cruising along. I see a spot I think that might be decent. Internet up here is looking good. I think I might have found my spot over here. Right here on Crocodile Road. I am going to try for this spot here, I think. Check the internet another time. There's a bunch of spots here. Internet's not great. Not good at all. There's no one behind me though while I think about this. I kind of like that spot over there. I don't know if the internet's going to be better there or not, and I don't even know how to get over there right now, but I'm going to keep a cruising here for a second. Oh, internet's getting better. This might be my spot right here on 13 on Crocodile Road. It is angled back a ways, so I don't know how great this is going to be, but I'm going to give it a shot. Too bad I don't have a backup camera, because you guys could watch for me and see how terrible of a job I'm doing of getting on this pad or not. So far, mostly so good. Oh, I got it. Angle the other way a little bit. Got to get near the power, obviously, without knocking it out. All right, folks, I want to see if I'm in my spot and see if this will run long enough for me to find out. Well, folks, it looks like I did it on my first try. I pulled in perfect. I've got all of my stuff right where it needs to be to hook up. And I don't have any trees or anything, but I've got a picnic table. I've got all the hookups, obviously. And as long as everything works, once I turn it on, I think we're in business. 13 Crocodile Road for the next 10 days. All right, folks, I did it. I got parked okay. I was able to get in my spot without a whole lot of trouble. Didn't have to move or anything. Got that all handled. And I know I should have probably showed my whole setup. This is my first time setting up completely by myself. You know, hooking up the sewer, the power, the water, and doing all the indoor stuff. Like I had to set up a trickle charger, which may or may not be helping with my battery issue. But I did all that setup stuff on my own this time, and it was not too bad. I'm sure it helped a lot that I had to do all my teardown by myself today. So I kind of just had to reverse the order of the same thing. So I am here, my indoors is set up, my outdoors is set up, and I am pretty close to the pool yet again. Although you'll see from my videos that this is a very different park. I'm sure you've seen other people shoot videos at Claremont, including Nomadic Hippie, and myself included. But this is the first time I've been parked up top here. It's pretty busy, but the pool is just right over there. So, and there's a bathroom right over here. Let me show you guys. Here's Felicidad here at 13 Crocodile Lane in Claremont. And as you can see, we are surrounded by RV people here. So RVs of all different shapes and sizes. That one, of course, is quite lovely. And are many of them, actually, very lovely RVs. And there's a few older and quite a few newer and smaller and bigger and everything in between. But here's our setup. We got a picnic table again. We do have a full patch of blacktop here. I think I'm pretty flat. I think I could be a little flatter, but I think this is going to work. And got my trickle charger out. That's why my hood's open. And just, I did make sure that my sewer and my water and my power's all working. The AC's are going. And then right over here is a bathroom and laundry facility, which I did all my laundry over at Wildwood because they have the Clean Pay system where you just scan the QR code, takes the money that you've loaded into your account so that you can wash laundry, dry laundry, and do all that. This facility only has a cash token system. So you got to put cash in the machine, it gives you tokens, and then you can do laundry. So that's not my favorite system. So I did all of my laundry over at Wildwood, including all my linens, so that I'd have a fresh start over here. But I am right here by the bathroom, which is very convenient. And you can see, easy place for me to come and use this facility should I need to for some reason. And over here is the laundry facility. And there's several of these throughout this park. They're all over the place. They have bathrooms with laundry facilities. They are $3 a pop. Wildwood's only $2 a pop. So not only is it more upgraded and modern, but cheaper. And I like that. But this does have, a good setup. There's a board over here for, things that are occurring, things to know, pool times, pet situations, smoking, no smoking signs, and things that are going on here on their calendar. So it is handy to have this bathroom right here outside my front door, basically. You can walk out to the front of the bathroom and see right over there, you can see Felicidad. So not bad. Over there where that FedEx truck is, that I think you can probably see, is where the pools are. So I'm nice and close to the pools, but I think probably almost the most important thing, well, besides the fact that I made it here and the pools, is the internet service. So I won't really know how good the internet service is until I actually try to work. I can have good bars on my phone that I use for my hotspot and on my phone, but my work is pretty intense internet-wise, and so it does sometimes seem like I'm going to have a good signal and then doesn't load very well, or takes so long to load that I worry about the time parts of my work, because my work does have time elements to it. I mean, all jobs do, but this one actually has a timer that runs. And so because of that, I won't know until I fire it up and see how it's going here in a little bit. But I think this is maybe my best shot at having a good enough signal to work here. It better be, because I gotta work. It's kind of dark inside right now because I'm trying to keep the heat down. This is Florida, and it is fairly warm today. It's not super sunny yet right now, so it's not scorching hot, but it's pretty warm. But I'm going to show you that I got my stuff put away. Because some of you are moms and you want to know if I clean my room. I know it's cluttery in here, but I've got all my stuff put back on my shelves. I've got my kitchen area back to set up. My coffee area is all set up. I did check to make sure that my water leak was not back, and it isn't, although there is one in the bathroom still, but my bathroom is back to being set up. I do have to hang up all my shower accoutrements, and my bedroom is back to being set up. So I am set for success for the next 10 days until I move back to Wildwood, not to the Thousand Trail Systems, because I do have to stay out for 7 days. So I'm probably going to be staying at the yard, unless something else comes up by then. But clutter and all, we are back home. Hooper seems to be okay with it. And Peter, who's the nervous one, she's still trying to get used to this new place. But all in all, we are set up again. So that's good news. I do miss Wildwood already because it is so quiet and quaint there. There's really only, I think, maybe there's 205 spots. And they're kind of hidden, and they're spread out nice. So you're not really on top of your neighbors. This place, I don't even know. Let me see. It'll say here in the map, perhaps. It appears that the numbers go up. Well, there's more than one set of numbers, but just on this side where I am parked, they go up into 535. And then there's a whole nother section that goes from 1 to 230. And then there's another section, there's several other sections in the new section. So this place is huge, and there's a lot of RVers here still. I thought it might be a little calmer now that most of the spring break is over and the high season is over, but sorry guys, I look a little beat up. It's been kind of a day. But it's a busy park. So I have people on both sides that I got to try to keep the dogs from barking at. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And back there in Wildwood, I only had people like in front and on the one side, and then, I mean, a lot of people walked by, but it's just a much smaller park. So we'll see how that works, but regardless, we have to make it work. This is our home for the next 10 days. So once again, you guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this first time solo female at an RV park set up all by herself. I know, I've done a lot of first time solo female RV things now, but each time there's something new. So I am set up over here. And so thanks for watching. Thanks for being my friends. Feel free to question or comment on anything. And I do love the 1,000 Trail system. Even though I don't have the membership I want just yet, I really want to get that elite package because that's going to make my life easier. I get to stay in 3 weeks and I can move right back to the other one for 3 weeks or somewhere else in the whole United States. But, you know, Florida's my home base. So I do want to get there, but, you know, like all of us out there, like you and your friends and family, financially, I got to find myself in that position. So until I get there, I'm on this zone pass and it's not too shabby. It's definitely, I got AC, you know, I'm happy. I got water, I got sewer, I got AC. I got all these facilities. So pretty lucky, pretty blessed. Thanks for watching again and have a wonderful night.